welcome to tonight's training, our continual fall series training, although it feels like winter.
It does.
Right now. That's especially in Indiana. We don't really get seasons other than summer, winter, and construction season.
I thought it was salt and road construction.
Yes, that's pretty much it. So today we have a very special training, a very important training for an ever-growing product in the world of HVAC, the area of comfort, security, peace of mind that we want our contractors to grasp and know how to sell to your customers, and that is smart home. And who else to have but Ring to tell us about the Ring product, the doorbell, the cameras, the security systems, all that. But one thing I wanted to say, Rich, is to everyone watching online, this is meant to be interactive. We are in the studio today. This is a little bit different scenery. Usually we're in the training room. Right, we put a lot of work into that. But this is still an interactive online training, so if you have any questions, please feel free to submit those in the chat box. I will answer those and relay them to Rich. And the more questions you ask, the better training we're going to have. So Rich, why don't we just introduce yourself? How long have you been in the company?
I've been with Ring for about 6 months now. Before that, I was working for Bose and other in the home automation space, working with the connected home. Before that, I was working with distributors in home AV. So I've got probably 15 years worth of smart home experience that it's a big passion of mine, and it kind of falls in line. So when I geek out over RS-232 protocols and what the smart flags are, it lights me up. No one has any idea what that means unless you're in it, but that's okay. That's okay.
But that's good. I mean, because now you're obviously not going to go over people's heads here.
No.
This is meant to really hammer home not only the importance, but the expansion of what you can do in the home automation world. Because with heating and air, you start with the thermostat, but it doesn't have to end there.
No.
There's so many other opportunities within the home, and that's what we want our contractors to grasp.
Right.
And you are a pro.
I am a pro.
You know your stuff.
I can do that.
Well, good. I will shut up and get out of here and let you start. But yes, please feel free, ask questions if you have any concerns or you just want to ask a question. Use that chat box, and we will get to it as soon as possible. And don't forget that this training will air. We'll put it on our on-demand section under Contractor Resources. If you go to that tab, there's an on-demand section where you can watch this retroactively. We're Rich. You will live there forever and ever on the Jackson Systems webpage.
I got to let the FBI know.
There you go. Well, without further ado, Rich, take it away.
Thank
you so much for coming, and I'll be back after the training.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying yourselves, just sitting, relaxing in your own space. I'm going to cover a lot of things, right? So we're going to cover kind of the agenda and the mission of Ring and why Ring exists. Then I'm going to cover what we call our 3 rings of security and kind of where that product will live and die. And then as well as the Ring alarm, the doorbell cameras, the new products, and then some setup and benefit. I'm actually going to set up a camera here and show you how that works. So what I wanted to do was, I do know a lot about the smart home space, but I also know that there's a huge opportunity that you can absolutely do this. This is not a very difficult thing to install. We design, I would like to say we designed it for your grandmother to install. And so be able to take this product and add it to your portfolio that when you're already working is a great way to add on to that dollar bill when you go to sign that check and have a happy customer when they leave. So our mission has always been from the very beginning to make neighborhoods safe. From all the products we invent to all the innovations and software products that we come out with is all in line to make neighborhoods safer. We do this through you, to be able to have you as an advocate to install these products and give your customer a really good experience with the Ring products will allow not only them to have the ease of use and the peace of mind of knowing that they have a full view of all of their property, but to be connected to their neighbors. And that is kind of the backbone of why we're going to be creating products. So as we continue to innovate and as we continue to improve upon products, it's all in an effort to make neighborhoods safer. So our current lineup of devices, they give peace of mind inside and smart security outside, but it did all start with the very front door. We started in 2013 outside of a 2-car office in Santa Monica, and since then we're in over 100 countries with 2,500 team members. Just last year, we deterred over 3,000 individual crimes and resolved 2,800 incidents. That's a lot of advocacy that we have with our neighbors, that they really love the Ring products, and they tell their neighbors and they tell their friends. And that's how you're able to get into the job, being a Ring installer and being able to take not only your current customer base, but expand that upon their neighbor and just working down the block. We all know driving from one neighbor to the next neighbor is going to be a lot cheaper than driving from one neighbor back to the office, back to another neighbor. So being able to have that advocacy and being the word of mouth referral by being a Ring reseller. So let's talk about the 3 rings of security. The 3 rings of security is peace of mind inside with our alarm products and our security products, which you'll see a couple behind us. The smart security outside with our doorbell line, our outdoor spotlight and floodlight camera, as well as our newly announced smart lighting products. And then we take the 3rd ring and expand it to the entire neighborhood with the Neighbors app. Built into the Ring app and as a standalone app that you can use as a pre-sale consultation tool that allows your customer to see in real time the events, security, crime, and other incidents that are happening in their neighborhood, in their block, and in their city. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show a quick video right now to talk about a little bit more into Ring and what we do.
Hi there. What, you're going so soon?
At Ring, we reinvented the doorbell, and now we're reinventing home security with Ring Alarm. Protecting the things that matter most is simpler than ever. Here's how. Make it yours. Every home is different. Every family's unique. So choose the Ring Alarm that fits your needs. Go small, go medium, go big. Whoever you are, wherever you live, there's a Ring Alarm for you.
Even me?
Sure, if you've got Wi-Fi.
I do.
And install it yourself. He can do it. She can do it. They can sort of do it.
Higher. Perfect. Ooh, it needs to go over here, actually.
And it's just as easy to take down and pack up.
So I can take it with me when I move?
It's all yours, with absolutely no contracts or long-term commitments.
Yeah, commitment's not really my thing.
It's all on your phone. The Ring app puts your Ring Alarm and all your Ring cameras seamlessly into one place. Monitor everything no matter where you are.
Excuse me one moment.
See your stuff from here.
Excuse me. Yeah, can you please put that down?
Check in on the house from here.
Dude, did you leave the door open?
And lock your door from here.
I can do that?
Yep.
Cool.
It's more than just security. Ring Alarm doesn't just keep your home safe from this guy. It keeps it safe from flood, freeze, and fire. There's even a panic button, just in case of catastrophes. Right, okay, moving on. It's smart. Like if your hands are full, just tell Alexa smart.
Alexa, arm Ring away.
Ring is armed in away mode.
Or if your alarm is triggered, your lights and camera turn on smart. Or you can tell this guy he's not so smart.
Not so smart, dude. Sorry, I'll be a better person!
And if you're not by your phone, this guy will send these guys to the rescue smart.
Hey.
Hey.
So you can relax knowing that you've got Ring Alarm. The simplest, most affordable, home protecting, crime deterring, smoke detecting, flood sensing, frozen pipe alerting, family rescuing, peace of mind giving, Alexa integrating, life-saving security system that we've ever invented.
All right, so you saw just a little bit about the Ring Alarm. And so I want to preface this by saying that check your local city, your local municipality to see that you are able to install these products. If not, you will have to refer it to a licensed security installer. But we'll talk about that under the assumption that you have done that. So the Ring Alarm system, the 5-piece kit consists of a wireless keypad that is rechargeable via micro USB. It has an integrated table stand, or you can simply take and rotate it over, and now it becomes a wall mount. Very, very simple to use, very simple to operate. The base station is a cellular backup operating off of Wi-Fi and hardwired network connection. So even if the Wi-Fi is down, even if the network is down, we still have a cellular backup to communicate if it is professionally monitored. The other piece, one motion sensor, one contact closure to put onto a door or a window, and then we have all auxiliary and ancillary products. So we have the range extender as well, Z-Wave range extender. All of our products operate off of an RF frequency called Z-Wave. So this is a Z-Wave hub. So every 125 feet or so, you'll need a range extender to communicate to all the rest of the devices. That's what this is. One is included. You can buy additional as the house is needed. So all this comes with the 5-piece kit for $199 retail. From there is a new product that is just coming onto the market called the Ring Retro. The Ring Retrofit Alarm Kit will take an existing 8-zone alarm system that is hardwired, and will take those wires and take over to interact with the Ring alarm system. So if you go into an existing home that has an old DSC system or even an old ADT system that's 15, 20 years old, and they have the wired contact closures at the door, buying this $199 kit will allow you to interact with this and not have to use a bunch of wired connectors or wireless connectors. Other auxiliary devices, such as the flood and freeze sensor or a panic button that you can mount beside the bed. If there's ever any incident and the alarm is going off, you simply press and hold the panic button. That will automatically call the police or alert the app that there's something going on at the home. And then finally, a smart CO listener. Smoke alarm or carbon monoxide detector, you simply mount this beside it. When that alarm goes off, it will alert the Ring alarm that there's activity actually happening. So you can take these products and they all interact together on the single app. And as you can see on the screen, it looks very easy. You know, on the very top of the Ring app, you've got the home, away, and disarm mode. The really unique thing is that when you have this in away mode, if you have a product like the Amazon Echo Dot or any Amazon product, these Amazon Echo Dots will automatically turn over and become glass break sensors. So they'll be listening for any glass breaking and will alert you if something nefarious happens. From there, you simply open up the Ring app, look at the cameras, or look at the app itself to see if the alarm is going off, and then you can report that to the police if you're self-monitored, or slide to actually call the police automatically directly from the app itself. It's a very, very simple, very easy to use, and you can manage multiple properties from the Ring app itself with multiple alarms. By the way, this is also commercial grade, so you can send this to your smaller, medium-sized businesses like restaurants, dentist office. The Ring alarm is a perfect solution for that. Again, make sure that you check with your local municipality to see if you are licensed to be able to install and sell this product. If not, it is a DIY product. But what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about what you can do with the product once it's installed. So as it is very simple to install, it's all done within the Ring app itself. You have a picture of the QR code on the back of every single one of these devices. As that QR code is scanned within the Ring app, it automatically pairs to the alarm system. The alarm then becomes the hub of the home. You can add things like door locks. You can add garage door tilt sensors. You can add switches or dimmers. I think I'm the only person in the world that has a Z-Wave street lamp. So I live in Chicago, and the previous owner of my home decided right before they were switching out the old street lamps from the 60s to dig it up and move it into his backyard. And they has it hooked up to an old light switch. I took out that light switch, put in a Z-Wave dimmer. Now I say, Alexa, turn on the street lamp. My 100-year-old street lamp in the backyard is now connected to the internet. You have a question?
I have a question online for you, Rich. First
Yes.
one. I actually got a couple here.
All right.
I'm going to give the first one. Dwight wants to know, could you clarify the requirements for installing the security equipment? Like what the basics that you need to install that?
So if I can put a general blanket statement, the requirement is that you have a security license. In order to do that, you get with your local city or state to see what the requirements are. I know that in Illinois, you do have to be certified, which means you have to pass a background check, you do have to take electrical training, and then you have to have a certificate that you renew every year. Some people like to partner with a security company that they will come out and install the product while you're there, and they subcontract it. But that is something you would look into as your company progresses and grows if you need to bring that on in-house. But it does vary state by state and city by city. Some places don't require a security license, but there is a listing online. If you search security installer requirements by state, you can probably pull it up to see what is required for each area that you're in.
Awesome. And Alex from About Home Comfort, he wants to know,
Hi,
he's
Alex.
got a good question. When homeowners sell a Ring-equipped house, they almost never leave their Ring system ready for the new owner to take it over. What is the most efficient protocol we should follow to get the new owner up and running with the previous owner's equipment?
So there is a thing called registration. So once that Ring product is registered on Ring servers, then the owner of that product stays with them for the life of the product. That's simply to avoid someone stealing a Ring doorbell and then taking it to their house and installing it. there's a process that we'll do if they try to activate it to the new homeowner's account and the previous owner hasn't removed it. We can send an email and a letter to that owner to say, hey, please remove it off of your app. If that does not happen, then we have other steps that we can take by sending an email. But just contacting help@ring.com is probably the easiest way to start if that homeowner, the previous owner, has not removed it from their account.
And another quick one from Alex. You might be covering this, so if you're going to cover this, you can say wait. How does the internet speed and signal strength affect the Ring dependability and operation?
Wait.
Okay.
I will be talking about this at length a little bit later on in the training.
We're good.
All right. So to finish this up, once you have this as the hub of the home, everything's connected via Alexa, everything's connected via the app. You can then control cameras, locks, light switches, everything else from the Ring app itself once the alarm is in place. We can talk further about that a little bit more as the questions come through, but I wanted to move on to the doorbells and the cameras and kind of review what those products are and talk about kind of what is the slam dunk and what takes a little bit more labor intensive. If you're a little bit more technical, you can do a lot more damage, as it were, to the bill and allow your customer a much better experience. But we'll start at the very beginning and keep going down the line. So these doorbells are generally all 1080p. They all have two-way audio, so you can talk to anybody from anywhere in the world. If you're in Canada, you get a Ring alert. You simply pull up your app. You can talk in real time to that person. I do it all the time. I work from home, and I get solicitors. I'll pull it up, and I'll act like I'm in another city, and I say, I'm sorry, I'm not at home right now. I can't help you. So 1080p, night vision, two-way audio, as well as an integrated doorbell to strike an existing door chime, or you can add wireless chimes as well as interact with Amazon Alexa. So if your homeowner has Alexa dots throughout the house or Alexa products, when that doorbell is rung, all of the Alexas in the house will chime and they will announce that there's somebody at the front door. You can go even further. You can set up routines. So in my home, Amazon is depositing a lot of things at my front steps because my wife works from home as well. I configured it to say, someone's at the front door. Sharisa, what did you buy now? A lot of really fun things you can do with that. But in general, we have a product solution for everyone, right? And up until about earlier this year, we didn't have a solution for those that your clients that have rental properties or your clients who are in apartments that don't have the access to be able to modify their front door. We have unveiled a new product called Peephole Cam. This product simply replaces the existing peephole in the home. Installation takes about 45 seconds. We do everything. We include everything, even the peephole removal tool that will allow you to unscrew, take off the paint, unscrew the peephole, put this peephole in its place. Very simple to install. Like I said, installation takes about 45 seconds. Once it's on there, you simply put in the battery, the fully rechargeable battery that I have right here. Takes about 2 hours to fully charge, and that'll give you 6 to 8 months worth of usable battery time. When that battery gets dead, you'll get an alert on your app that will say, hey, the battery needs to be recharged. Unplug it, put it in, or hot swap it with another battery. Another way to add to the bill is to provide a second battery and have one fully charged at all times. The product that you have with the Peephole Cam does a couple of really unique things. And I actually have one here to show. And this product will allow you to have integrated peephole. So you can take the peephole out. This puts in its place, right? So you still have the full integrated peephole. You also have a full-fledged Ring doorbell. So if someone walks up and they press the button, you'll get an alert from your phone, and you can talk to them just like it was any other Ring products. What you also get with this is if you have an interior hallway, you don't want people going by all the time and to be able to have motion setting it off every single time. You can turn that off and enable a thing called knock detection. So when someone walks up to the door and they knock at the door, it'll be just as if they ring the doorbell, allowing you to have peace of mind whether they're ringing the bell or just knocking on the door itself. From here, for privacy concerns, if you have a neighbor that you don't particularly want to see inside their home when they're opening the door, you can have a blackout field. And you can literally black out the video to where you'll never see what that is for privacy concerns. You could also turn off the audio if you wanted to, depending upon the state or depending upon the rules of the HOA. It's a really, really cool way to integrate a front door camera for $199 retail. It's really great. So that kind of solves the last problem. So we'll kind of go across all of these cameras kind of one step by step. So we'll start with the Ring Video Doorbell Classic. The Ring Video Doorbell Classic is 720p. It's kind of our first Ring doorbell. It's been around for a really, really long time. That's why we call it the Classic. It's a $99. I would not recommend installing this product since we have these new products. And if you're a professional installing this in your customers' homes, I would recommend stepping up to the Ring Video Doorbell 2. Both the Ring Video Doorbell and the Ring Video Doorbell 2 have dual power. So you can have the battery, you can run it off a battery, or you can run it off the existing doorbell voltage. Now, if you go up to the customer's home and you ring the doorbell, you have an existing doorbell. You simply take the doorbell off, take those 2 wires and put it on the back of the Doorbell 2, and now you've got a full 2-way video system with the Ring Doorbell 2. Another thing with this, you can take the faceplate off, and it comes with 2, a black and a silver. Around Halloween, you can actually take this off, and we have Halloween-themed buttons that you can get. It's quite unique to walk up to something with orange bats on the front door. It's a really fun thing for the homeowners to see. Stepping over to the peephole cam, which we just discussed, it's the same price. It does operate off of battery and Wi-Fi, and that is $199, just like the Ring Video Doorbell 2. Moving up to what you need to provide, and this is something that I would recommend if you have the hardwired doorbell at the front door. You want to use this. This is the Ring Video Doorbell Pro. Ring Video Doorbell Pro has 4 faceplates: black, silver, white, and brown. And this will allow your customer to have a very sleek, very small profile for $249. So an additional $50, it gets you not only motion detection, but a thing called advanced motion detection. That advanced motion detection, as opposed to a baseball diamond, to be able to say, all right, I want to cover every motion that's happening up to 15 feet. This actually will pull up a live view of the video feed itself, and you can draw what you want to see. If you only want to see the driveway, you want to ignore the lawn, or if you only want to see everything except for the flying flag or your neighbor's yard, you can do that with the Ring Video Doorbell Pro because we have the hardwired connection and we have that ability to use the advanced motion detection capabilities that this provides you. It also is a much better Wi-Fi chip, so when you press the button, Wi-Fi performance is a lot stronger and happens a lot faster over our other products. So something to keep in mind when you're having this consultation, not necessarily just driven by price, but driven by the customer's need and the customer's desire to have the products, the best looking products. The last one that we have is the Ring Video Doorbell Elite. Now that is a PoE flush mount product. It's $499. It's essentially a Pro flush mounted into a single gang enclosure. If you have the ability to get Cat 5 or Cat 6 to the front door, this is something I would recommend because you don't have to have Wi-Fi signal strength. You have a solid network connection from the front door all the way back to the router. This would be the one to go to for advanced installation, as well as having an advanced bill, because it takes a lot of labor to install this product. And so you guys in the service industry know the labor is king. If you can walk in and walk out in less than an hour and charge $200 for the installation, great. If you can walk in and walk out in 3 hours and charge $400 for the installation because of how complicated it is, that's even better. So the Ring Video Doorbell Elite is designed for the custom installer that has the ability to renovate and retro a Cat 5 or Cat 6 into the front door. And that is the Ring Video Elite. And just keep in mind, from here on out, when I talk about elite products, they're going to be PoE, which equals Power over Ethernet. If you don't know what Power over Ethernet is, it's a single network computer cable that has a PoE injector, which essentially takes the voltage and power requirements for that product and runs it over that single computer cable, allowing you to install cameras and doorbells with one wire as opposed to running voltage and transformers and everything else. It's all done at the modem and at the network switch. So now that we've covered kind of everything we need to cover with the doorbells, let's talk about expanding it. When your customers call you to say, hey, I hear you sell Ring, I want to get the one that Shaq was talking about online. That is a great opportunity, and you've just gotten a new customer. So congratulations, your marketing budget didn't have to get used. What I want to talk about now is now that you have the sale of that doorbell camera, you can't stop there because they're going to be really enjoying it. They're going to really like it. And then they're going to go to ring.com and buy more. I want you to have that sale. I want you to be able to take that product and that customer, walk them through the entire portfolio of what Ring is able to offer and give it to all of them at once. Keep selling until they say no. You don't just wait for the yes. Keep selling until they say no. So we have these line of security cameras that can cover a lot of different situations. Everything from hardwired on over AC for your electrical contractors, floodlight cameras that simply replace the existing floodlight that 99% of the homes have, as well as other options to be able to do a battery-powered security light to give them peace of mind, say on the backside of the garage or around the pool. Lots of different situations that we're able to provide, and we'll talk about that as we continue down the line. But these are kind of just the flavors. So we've got the Spotlight Cam in battery mode, hardwired mode, as well as solar powered. So in my home, I've got a Ring Spotlight Cam battery with a solar panel mounted onto the utility pole in the very back corner of my property. By the way, you do need to have a really strong network with these products to be able to have a really good experience. Because this is cloud-based and we're not doing anything locally, all of the video needs to go up to the cloud and then have that translation and be stored up in the cloud. So if you don't have a good Wi-Fi network, you need to have that consultation of providing a product that can get that Wi-Fi strong enough from other manufacturers that sell that product. So once you have that camera, either battery powered, solar powered, plugged into the outlet, or even hardwired, which is the Spotlight Cam Wired. Spotlight Cam Wired provides 2 hard LED strips that will illuminate when motion is detected. But a secondary thing, we're able to have this hardwired into the single gang outlet. This is a trigger wire. When that motion is detected, not only will it turn on these LEDs, but also send out a trigger signal to whatever else you have. So if you have existing sconce lights or other floodlights around the garage, this is where you would get your benefit of having an electrical contractor on site or having the electrical license to be able to run these types of wires. So when motion is detected, you can have the entire backyard light up. Really great solution, really labor intensive, and this is how you're going to be able to make a lot of money utilizing these Ring products in your bids. The last step, which is kind of our most popular item, is the floodlight cam. And I've got the floodlight cam here. It simply takes the place of your existing floodlight. So you take down the floodlight that they have, put this in its place. It's got a photo cell. It's got 2,000 lumen LEDs, as well as a camera, 2-way audio, 1080p, with a user-enabled siren. So if you're watching the video, you get an alert in the middle of the night, the LEDs are going to illuminate. But you're also going to be able to talk to them in real time. And if it's somebody you don't want there, within the app itself, you can turn on the siren and have a 110 decibel siren to scare them off or to alert the neighbors that there's somebody in the backyard. Really, really great solution for $249. So while you got the front door camera, you now have got this covering the garage or the backyard. You just got a $500 sale where they would have gotten that in another place and possibly tried to install it themselves. I want you guys to get that labor. I want you guys to get that sale available through Jackson Systems. Got another question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex has a few questions. My laptop was off, but I'm gonna start with the first one.
All right.
He said, in this age of bad guys wearing hoodies, where should we place the cameras to get the best facial view of the bad guy or alleged bad person?
Alex sounds experienced. No, I'm just totally kidding, Alex. So you want this products. This do have a very wide angled lens. You can place these products pretty much wherever a floodlight is. If you're 15 feet up in the air, you're not going to be able to see that hoodie. That's where the other products that I'll talk about in a minute come into play. But if you want to mount it between 6 and 8 feet high, that'll give you a nice straight on view, but it won't allow you to see very far out or be able to see very wide. So you kind of have to run that balance of, do you want to see the person wearing the hood, or do you want to see what they do? A little secret is that most of the police activity, most of the criminals will wear the same types of shoes. So while they might be wearing hoodies, they could be traced by their shoes because they're going to wear the same exact shoes every single time. So while you're looking at covering up the hood, let's be honest, if someone's going to want to break into your home, they're going to do it. But because of we're able to see up to 30 feet away, they may not put on that hood until 15 feet because they may not realize how wide of an angle we have. It's a 110-degree fisheye lens that these cameras have. And so you can mount it virtually anywhere, but I would say ideally between 4 feet and 8 feet tall would give you the straight-on view.
And he also said color is very important. Please describe what we should install to get the best color images.
The best color images, what you should be installing is a hardwired security cam. The battery powered will run on black and white image until the motion is detected, and then you'll get a full color image. And I have a couple of examples that I can show you as well as we get a little bit further into the actual app itself. The hardwired, though, will do night vision because these are IR eliminated. They'll be black and white until there's just a little bit of light. Then that transmits over to color, and then it actually gets broadcast in HDR.
And then I have a question from Darren. Wants to know, will the floodlight work if the light switch is off, like if they have it attached the outdoor light to a light switch?
It's a very good question. No, if you cut the voltage to this voltage-powered product, the voltage will not allow the product to be turned on. So if you have these products installed in a floodlight where there is a light switch, you'll want to buy a light switch cover so that it doesn't actually accidentally get turned off. Cool. So I've got another video, and we'll talk about things that will continue to reduce the opportunity for crime.
At Ring, we want to make neighborhoods safer by keeping you informed. The Ring Neighbors app is a new way for neighbors to connect and share events. Now, when something happens, you can be one of the first to know, helping you stay one step ahead of crime. Together, we can build a smarter, safer community. Welcome to the new Neighborhood Watch.
This product is a standalone app from Ring, and it's called Ring Neighbors. The reason why I want to talk about this is we don't want to go to the job site, and we don't want to have these conversations and then call Jackson Systems and then go back out. Because every time you roll a truck, it costs you money. If you're having these conversations and they're calling you saying, hey, I want you to install Ring, have the customer install the Neighbors app. That will give them a live view and a live crime map of what's happening in their area. They can view and see real-time events, and it's a great sales tool to get them excited over not only what their neighbor is doing but down the street or down the block, but also the different types of camera views that they're able to see. They're also able to see the real-time video quality of that area. So if they say, yeah, well, the commercials look great because it's in a studio in California, but in rural Indiana, it's not going to look the same. You can have them download the Neighbors app, and the Ring videos are from that area, and you can see the video quality. And so it's a great sales tool for you, and it's a great opportunity for your customers to be the neighborhood watch of the 21st century. So I got another video with the ability to have Ring and Alexa integrated together. I'm not sure if you knew, but about a year ago, Amazon actually bought Ring. So we are part of the Alexa family of products. And so we're integrating deeper than we've ever integrated with Alexa. So if your customer has a smart home and has Alexa products, we're going to open that door wide open with some of the new things. So we'll watch this video really quick.
Ring and Alexa now work together better than ever.
Alexa, answer the door.
Okay.
Hi, package delivery?
Oh, great, just leave it at the front step.
Two-way talk between your Ring cameras and Echo devices.
Hi, Dad.
Be safe.
Brings added convenience and security to your home.
Hey, put that down.
Sorry.
From the visitors you weren't expecting.
Can I help you?
Does Frank live here?
No, I think you have the wrong house.
To the ones you were.
Someone is at the front door.
Hey! Somebody order a pizza?
Ring and Alexa. Better together.
So Ring and Alexa are better together. And your customer probably already has it because we own Alexa devices are in about 48% of homes at this point. And so your customer probably has it. A lot of really cool innovations have happened since A, that video came out, and B, with what we're able to accomplish. So if your customer has an Amazon Fire Stick, Amazon Fire TV Cube, if they've got a smart television like a Samsung with a Smart Things hub, you can say, Alexa, show me the front door on the TV. It'll automatically take a live view and send that over to the television. If you have an Echo video device like a show or a spot, you can say, Alexa, show me the front door, and it'll bring up a live view of that front door. If you don't have video products like the Echo Dot, you can now do something. So imagine your customers washing their hands after they've made dinner and the doorbell rings and they don't want to pull open their phone because they don't want to get it wet. You can say, Alexa, answer the front door. And the Echo Dot, which has no video products, will initiate a two-way intercom to be able to talk to them in real time without having to use your hands, just your voice. It's a really great innovation and a really great way to further ingrain why they need this product and how cool it actually is. And now with even further baked integration, you can do things like arm and disarm the alarm, lock and unlock the front door. Any of the lights that are in place, you can turn those Z-Wave devices through the the Ring alarm to be able to have that as a smart hub. And Alexa will be able to control all of those products through your voice. So we have another video to watch, and it's the smart lighting and indoor cam and stick-up cams. So we'll start with the new cameras that I will talk about in just a second.
This is the Ring Stick-Up Cam, a home monitoring camera that goes indoors, outdoors, even between doors, so you can see every corner of your home. Stay connected with motion alerts.
Why is Frankie out?
And speak to who's there with two-way talk.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Thompson.
Power Stick-Up Cam however you want. Just plug it in, pop in a battery, or let the sun do the charging for you. And if your Ring alarm goes off, Stick-Up Cam can start recording automatically.
That's pretty smart.
It sure is.
So start protecting your home and family with the easy installing, home monitoring, indoor-outdoor Stick-Up Cam by Ring.
So that was the Stick-Up Cam. Stick-Up Cam is very versatile. You can mount it to the wall. You can mount it to a tabletop. This integrated mount unscrews, and there's a threaded connector on the back side of this. The very simple and easy answer is that there's two versions. You've got the Ring Stick-Up Cam plug-in, the Ring Stick-Up Cam battery. The difference is the Stick-Up Cam battery comes with a battery. A Stick-Up Cam plug-in comes with a plug. If you want to make a Stick-Up Cam plug, a Stick-Up Cam battery, you buy a battery. If you want to make a Stick-Up Cam battery, a Stick-Up Cam plug-in, you buy a plug. It's that simple. It's the exact same camera on the inside. It's something really helpful to know. This product is indoor or outdoor rated. So for $99, your customer can have a very small, very discreet product that will allow them to have two-way audio conversations, to be able to see things in a really discreet way, since it's only about 3 inches tall and about 2.5 inches wide. You can take this product and mount it virtually anywhere and have a discrete feed of what's going on around their home or outside their home. Got a question?
Yeah, I got a round of questions here.
All right.
First one is from Ricardo. He wants to know, these products are available in Vancouver, right, in Canada, north of the border?
In Vancouver, yes.
Okay. And then Darren wants to know, is there a way to adjust the sensitivity or motion to distinguish between a human or an animal?
Yes. In fact, if you want to pull up my camera feed, I can show that to you really, really quick. So it does have to be a hardwired connection, but we'll go ahead and pull up a live view of my front door right now. So this is my front door in real time. When I go to the gearbox, and then I go to the device settings and select motion zones, people only mode is right there. I can adjust this motion sensitivity to less motion or to all motion, or just have it turn to people only mode, and what that will do is that will automatically detect if it's a person, it'll alert you, but if it's a fox, it may not. So you can play with that as you want. And then, as I was talking about before, you can pull up a live view of what, let's enable that access. This is a live view right now happening in Chicago that you could pull up and see what the motion zones actually are. Another question?
Yes. John, hey John, Mr. Electric in there in Gainesville, wants to know, how do you pair the Ring with Alexa? Is it just like adding a skill to the Alexa app? How do you pair that?
It's really unique, actually. As of now, when this device shows up on the network, it'll automatically pair to Alexa. So when I have a new camera, it'll say new device shown up. I believe in the first integration, though, you might need to, you would just search for new devices within the Alexa app, and it will pull up those. Since they are Alexa devices, they are going to work flawlessly. So I don't believe you need to have a skill anymore. It's all set up. If you do need a skill, but it's simply enabling that skill, logging into the Ring app, and allowing Amazon to have permission to view and talk to those cameras. That's how you'd set it up within the Alexa app. So that is the stick-up cam. The stick-up cam is $99. I'm going to talk about the next one for people that might think it's a little bit too rich, or they don't need the functionality of being in the back, being outside and just inside. So this is the new camera that we're talking about.
Introducing Indoor Cam by Ring. See, hear, and speak to anyone inside your home.
Cosmo, stop it!
Indoor Cam is small, like really small. So you can put it here, here, or here. Get 1, 2, or more indoor cams and monitor all of them at once from the Ring app. Or just use Alexa.
Hey, kids.
Hi, Dad!
Turn motion recording on when you head out of town. Or turn it off when you don't want to be recorded. And if your Ring alarm is triggered, Indoor Cam records automatically. So start protecting your home and family with a small, sleek, and discreet Indoor Cam by Ring.
So this is the indoor cam. It is small and mighty. I call it the Minion or the Mini-Me. As you can see, comparative between the two, it is very, very discreet. It's also $59. You can pair this with the Ring, within the Ring app, and have coverage on the outside and the inside for not a whole lot more money. You can take this product. It is powered via micro USB, and it is inside only. So you can take the mount off, mount it to the back, and have a really discreet camera. Enough to buy 2 or 3 of these and go throughout the house. And as the video discussed, you can have this camera off 90% of the time until the entry alarm or the alarm is going off, and then the camera will start recording. Really, really unique thing to be able to talk about. I got another question.
Real quick, Darren wanted to know, is the product required to be on a dedicated circuit if it's hardwired? Yeah, the Ring doorbell.
The Ring doorbell dedicated circuit, as in it has to be on its own fuse? No, it doesn't draw a whole lot of power. It can be on whatever circuit's available. Okay, so here's a comparison between the two, the stick-up cam and the indoor cam. The big main difference outside of the price point, this one is outdoor and indoor, and this one is indoor only. This one has a little bit narrower of a field of vision, whereas but these are very, very small to note. You won't really notice because indoors you don't need as wide of an angle. And then the last thing, the siren is a little bit less. I believe it is 110 decibels and I believe 90 decibels for the smaller indoor cam. Both have night vision. Both are able to initiate live view. Both are 1080p, and it provides a really good video quality to your customer. So the last one that I'll talk about, and this goes back to that Elite nomenclature that we were talking about, is the Stick-Up Cam Elite. Stick-Up Cam Elite allows you to have a outdoor or indoor rated PoE powered product that will allow you to have, for $199, the PoE injector is included. And not only does it have the same features as the Stick-Up Cam battery and Stick-Up Cam plug-in, but it has the ability to have a integrated ceiling mount. So you can take this product and mount it to the ceiling. So having this product mounted on the garage for maybe the more discerning customer who doesn't want to see the big, large spotlight cam or floodlight cam, this is a perfect solution for them. And then get you the labor rate of being able to run a Cat 5 out to whatever that location is, and to have that padded bill a little bit more. More labor equals more money equals a lot happier boss, right? And this product is going to be available December 1st. So we've got just a couple of more weeks before this is ready to be out and into the marketplace. One more question.
Yeah, I've got a question from Alex. He wants to know, can you go into a little bit and describe the Ring recording subscription service or the monitoring service?
Yeah, I'll go into that in just a couple of slides.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Darren wanted to, he had a little note. He said if the circuit trips, then the door system wouldn't work. Therefore, would you suggest a dedicated circuit, correct?
I'm not really following. The door system?
Or I guess the fuse for the doorbell. So if that were to trip, then the doorbell wouldn't work, right?
Correct. If the breaker was broken, the doorbell wouldn't work. Yeah.
Introducing Ring Smart Lighting. A range of motion-activated outdoor lights to suit any home. Intelligent lighting that's easy to install and simple to use. Connected lights that talk to one another. Motion-activated and there when you need them.
Alexa, turn on the backyard lights.
Ring Smart Lights create a ring of convenience, control, and security. Whether you're home or away, Ring Smart Lights work with Ring cameras to notify you whenever motion is detected. Manage all your devices and monitor your home through the Ring app.
Honey, what's Grant doing outside?
So you always know what's going on.
What are you doing out here, huh?
Ring, always home.
The Ring Smart Lighting is, once again, another way to eliminate the opportunity for crime by having the entire front yard illuminated. The great thing about these products is that they are all battery powered off of regular D-alkaline batteries, and I've got one here. This is the Pathway Light. This Pathway Light is powered 4 alkaline D-cell batteries. Last about a year. They have dusk to dawn feature, so this light will illuminate dimly until motion is detected, and then it will illuminate brightly. Once it's illuminated brightly, it will then talk to all the other Ring lights in that yard and illuminate all of them together. You can even go so as far as if this detects motion, the camera can start recording and it will alert you, and Alexa will say there's somebody in the front yard. Really awesome solution that solves a problem that a lot of people are looking into and allows you to break into a new business of landscape lighting. So covered kind of the basics of what these are. The Spotlight is a D-cell battery powered spotlight, can be mounted anywhere and provides a beam of light. It's really inexpensive. These prices are all retail pricing. I've got a floodlight. The floodlight is battery powered or hardwired, and I'll talk about that in 2 seconds. The Pathway Light and the Step Light that can be mounted virtually anywhere, and these all run off of D and C cell alkaline batteries. So very inexpensive. In fact, it took me longer to install the batteries than it did to take me to install the entire system and have it onto my Ring app. So to talk about the floodlight for 2 seconds, the battery-powered floodlight, 4D batteries, it is 700 lumens, and it's, solves a problem of being able to provide light remotely triggered from anywhere in the world. But the wired floodlight is what you guys would be interested in. That provides 2,000 lumens, the same as our floodlight cam, but at about $100 cheaper. So if you don't need to have a camera there, you can provide the wired floodlight solution and allow that to be triggered when the camera goes off. All of our products require the lighting bridge. The Ring Light Bridge is $49. It covers up to 50 devices on the home, and that 50 devices is a Wi-Fi to RF bridge that talks to these over 900 megahertz. Kind of like your old cordless phone where you can go to the backyard, it gets a little crackly. It's going to be the same thing here. But using that 900 megahertz Wi-Fi to RF bridge is required on every job. What you can take from that RF bridge, it covers 1,000 feet. You can add things like the Pathway lights or the Step lights or all these battery-powered products. Even a motion detector, standalone motion detector, it's about the size of this right here. This product uses 3 AAA batteries, can be mounted in a mailbox, can be mounted in front of a garage door, and that will trigger lights to come on. It can trigger cameras to start recording. It can even trigger Alexa to say, hey, there's somebody in your front yard. You may want to open up a camera and look at it. The last thing that I want to talk about, and this is why I wanted to feature it, the transformer. The transformer takes your client's existing low voltage lighting and they have in their front or backyard and allows you to take control of it for $100. 12 or 15 volt low voltage lighting up to 200 watts of power for 99 bucks. Well, 149 if you include the bridge, and that will allow them to have a time clock function, dusk to dawn feature, even triggering on and off with motion or Alexa commands. A really great solution that gives you a hardwired connection, and you get that labor of installing these lighting systems. Setup could not be easier. You simply open up the Ring app, add a device, plug in the Ring bridge, scan the QR code from the camera. Once it's added there, you then scan the QR code of all of these devices, and that, QR code right here. And then once they've been added to the system, you create the front yard, the backyard, the lighting zones, and then you group them together, and directly from the app itself, if you want to pull up my app again, I'll show this to you. So right on the home page, I've got my alarm system, I've got my lights. When I click my lights, I can turn my backyard on and off with one light switch. If I wanted to control just individual lights, I can go to my front yard and my front pathway light. I can turn that on and off. It'll give me a battery indication as well, and I can link devices. So when the front pathway light detects motion, I can have my front yard, my front door, record. And so once that detects, the camera will start recording. Really great solution if you have the transformer and the motion sensor. You can take these products and have them interact. So instead of having a giant floodlight on the side of the wall, you take the transformer and utilize the Stick-Up Cam Elite. So this looks a lot nicer than this does. And so if you're into these $1 million, $2 million homes, they're going to want to see this solution and be provided a solution that you can give them that isn't necessarily off the shelf. Do you have any questions on the smart lighting at this point?
I have a question on the lighting. I'm looking through the website. Alex wanted to know from About Home Comfort. On the Ring website, where can you find tech specs for all the devices on the website? Do you know where that is?
On each individual product, you can click, there's a banner at the top, it says specifications. You can also go to support, and on the support page, you can see all of the tech specs for all the products. All right, so we'll talk about the Ring app, and actually I'm going to set up a camera right now. The setup could not be simpler. Very easy to do, very easy to operate. So I'm going to take a Ring Video Doorbell 2. I'm going to take my battery, plug it in. Hopefully I've charged it enough. Yep. So from my home page, I'm going to devices. I'm going to actually set up a device. I'm going to set up my doorbell. And now it's asking me to scan my QR code. QR code is on the back side. I'm going to install it there. Let's install it in my sample account. Call it the front door. Taking me to take out the faceplate, install the battery, and I've done that. I press the small button in the top, and it wants to join this Wi-Fi. Now the iPad is connecting directly to it. Oh, probably need to press the setup button. Yes. So now it's joining this Ring's Wi-Fi network. So now it's connecting to my device. And I will connect it to Jackson Systems Guest. So now it's connecting to the network, as you can see from the blue LED lights. Now I fill in the blanks. And now I'm setup is complete. So now it's updating my internal software. And that's it. It's that simple. From that app itself, you can go through and set these up. Once this firmware is updated, I'll kind of go through and show you what a live view of that camera does. So let's talk about the, do we have a question?
Yeah, we got a couple. One about the lights. Are they also Amazon Alexa enabled too?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know of any thermostat integration? The one I can think of is like the Ecobee because it has Amazon Alexa in it. But is there any other integration with the Ring and a thermostat?
Not right now. The integration happens on the Alexa platform. So you would be able to say, Alexa, turn on the backyard lights and set the temperature for 72. And then whatever happens would happen on the Alexa platform.
And I have one more question from Harvey. What's your recommended SSID settings or your network settings for the Ring?
Whatever the homeowner has. There is no recommended setting. I mean, I would recommend you have password protection, but that would be the recommended setting. While I'm here, let's talk about the network for a minute. The specifications that all of our Ring cameras have, 2 megabit upload speed. Now that's not say that the customer pays for 2 megabit upload speed. That's what realistically this camera can get at the front door. If the camera can't get 2 megabit upload speed at the front door, then the customer's gonna have stuttering video. It's gonna take a long time to load, and then they're gonna have not as a great experience. They're not gonna tell their friends about it. So if you don't have a Wi-Fi providing system, I would strongly recommend a product, mesh networking product that it's available, or anything that would allow you to get a strong network at the front door. If you don't have 2 megabit at the camera, be it the security camera in the backyard or the doorbell at the front, it's not going to be great. My recommendation is to get it 6 or above at the front door. And we have actual tutorials and tools within the Ring app that you can bring your phone, hold it up next to where the doorbell is going to go, and run a speed test straight from there. It'll tell you whether or not that camera, that location can handle that much bandwidth. So if you've got a customer with an old AT&T system or an old Comcast router that's sitting in the basement, it's not going to get to the front door. You'll need to change something. Either getting a product like the Ring Chime. The Ring Chime plugs into the wall and provides a repeater function to get that Wi-Fi out to the front door. So once again, if you are not network administrators, you need to be to install these products. Anything more than 1 or 2 products, you're going to run into trouble with the Wi-Fi coverage, and you'll need to step in, which then brings in another opportunity for selling networking products and something very simple like an Eero mesh networking system or something like that. That's going to be kind of your next step now that you've gained the trust of your customer. So the Ring Protect plans, all of our products you can use in real time. You can get motion detection notifications. You can get alerts that there's somebody at the front door. You can go and live view what you want to look at. The only thing that you don't get with a non-protected plan is you don't get the ability to go back in time and look at their video. Our Protect plans are 2 of them. The Protect Basic plan is $3 a month or $30 a year per camera. That will give you 60 days of unlimited motion, live view, and Ring doorbell alerts. Once you get past 3 or 4, you're going to want to step up to the Protect Plus plan. The Protect Plus plan is $10 a month or $100 a year. That also includes 24/7 professional monitoring of the alarm system. So for $10 a month, you get an alarm system, you get a unlimited camera cloud recording. It's a huge value. And if you pay by the year, you get 2 months free. It's a really, really great value for your customer, and they're going to add more and more cameras once they get into that unlimited plan. So that's why you want to strive for at least 3 to 4 cameras, and because the barrier to entry past that just becomes null. Talking about the lifetime theft protection, if at any point your customer's camera or doorbell is stolen, provide Ring with a police report, and we will replace that product for free for the lifetime of the product. One more question. Or a
Darren
couple
wants
more
to know,
questions.
are there dip switches in the devices to make sure they're only talking to your setup and not the neighbors?
It is Wi-Fi and app-based, so you have to set it up on your app, and your app is your customer's email address. So there is no way for that to happen. Even if, let's say by mistake, you connected it to the neighbor's Wi-Fi, your neighbor would not be able to see that Ring camera. It would only happen on your app itself. It would just happen to steal your neighbor's Wi-Fi, which I wouldn't recommend doing. And on a second note, while we're talking about this, I know there's a lot of guys who are not necessarily experienced in the smart home space. One thing I would implore you to do is to set up a smart home email address. So taking your customer and while you having the Nest thermostats or the Ecobee or all these products that require a username and password, instead of giving your customer carte blanche, you are the professional, you are installing this product, create a email address, preferably on your website, to say last name and address at mediasystems.com, or as simple as Smith123 Elm Street at gmail.com, and then say this is your house's email address, and that'll house the Ring email address, all of your other devices, and it makes a really easy way to manage them when you get back to the home, to be able to have that and not bug your customer for the email address and for the login information. It's a really good setup to have when you are a professional utilizing these products that have to have a username and password. So with that, I believe, do we have video of the app still? All right. Let me mirror back in.
While you're doing that, I've got another question.
Yes.
What's the, with the protection plan, what's the typical realistic time delay before the actual recording starts that you can view?
You can, when you get an alert, if you have a strong network and you have the Protect plan, you can view it within seconds. When I get an alert on my phone and I go to, let's continue, it's 1 or 2 seconds. I'll start the test and testing my internet connection. From the recording, if you miss it, it takes about 15 to 20 seconds before you can go back and view it. So let's optimize motion settings. I'm just finishing up the doorbell. Yes, we'll continue with the motion wizard. And it is facing a street, so we're going to drop our motion and we'll do 15 to 30 feet. All right, so now it's all set. And we'll skip that step. So my front door, I can go in here. Oh, I don't have a live view, so I'll go ahead and press the front door. Someone's at my front door. So when I click that, it will bring up, particularly, the battery is, it might be too low. That is not as ideal as I would hope it would be. The front door is still activating. All right, so we'll try that at another point. Yes, another question.
Is there any demo for the Ring for a sales presentation that they can access, or any live demo?
No, there is not any live demo. The recommendation is to buy one of these products. Yeah. I mean, you can even buy a $59 indoor cam and have that on your account to be able to show that to your customers. And that would be a really solid, inexpensive solution to be able to have this as a sales tool.
Do you know the support team for the Ring? Are they all within the United States? Or?
Yes, they are all within the United States. In fact, on my next slide, we can stop showing the video. Yeah, on the next slide is community support. 1-800-656-1918. If you need higher level tech support, ask to be transferred to an RSA agent. That gives you level 2 tech support in Santa Monica. And I've got a couple of guys in Arizona, Santa Monica, New York, so they're there almost 24/7. You can always email us at help@ring.com or chat live at ring.com. But yeah, they are all US-based tech support. So if we don't have any other questions, I will go on ahead and conclude this.
Is there a video at the end?
Nope, there's no video at the end.
Oh, perfect. So you're all done?
All done.
Okay, Rich, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming in here. We appreciate it. We appreciate everyone's activity there on the chat. There was a lot of good questions.
Thank you, guys.
I have the Ring, and I learned a lot today, a lot of cool stuff. But again, these products are available here at Jackson Systems. And if, in case you came in halfway on this training, you can go back and retroactively watch this on the on-demand section under Contractor Resources on Demand. That's where Rich will be giving this training. And please, if you have any questions or you have any suggestions for future trainings, if you want Rich to come in here and do a full home kind of demo, email us at info@jacksonsystems.com or give us a call at 888-652-9663. Again, Rich, thank you so much for being here. We hope you all learned a lot and just grasped how important the smart home space is. And do not be left behind. You can offer this as a heating and air contractor, and Jackson Systems and Ring is going to help you get there. We appreciate it. Everyone have a very good night. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next training.
All right.
Take care.
Good night.